Hello, guys. Welcome to Cheenta School of Statistics and Data Science. We are a team of extremely passionate teachers, researchers, and statisticians from the top universities of India and USA. Our mission is to help you curve your career in statistics, data science, and machine learning. How do we do that? Number one, we help you build your foundations. We achieve that by making an optimized plan for your learning journey. Number two, we help you prepare and ace your entrance examinations in statistics and data science, like IIT JAM MS, ISI Stat, and CMI MSc Data Science.
So the first question, it's question number 24 of 2021, and in that question, it's asked. It's given a two series, okay, S and T, and the series are defined as it's showing on the board, and the series it's asked about the relationship or the value of the series. So if you observe the series, if you observe the series is of the form, uh, summation of p x to the power k by k, okay, in that with minus 1 to the power k format. So it's summation x to the power k by k format. So if you remember, this is contained in the exponential, the exponent, the log or expansion. So so therefore, we look into this. This is the the point which leads you to this solution idea. So we have this log 1 plus x. When mod x is less than 1, then you can have this series around 0, this terrace power series of x, of log 1 plus x, and you get this series. And if you observe, these are the very tremendously um, uh, familiar algebraic look with this. If you can write the s in terms of 1 by 4 by 1, and this, and t is in terms of where x is equal to 1 by 5, and here x is equal to 1 by 4. But observe here, it's alternately plus 1 minus, like positive negative positive negative, but in t it's no, just only positive. Okay, so therefore you can write that s is equal to log 1 plus 1 by 4. Remember, mod x is less than 1, which is satisfied here, so you can write like this. So it's log 5 by 4. And similarly, the t1 is, we have to transform that so that all the coefficients are positive, and you can write like 1 minus x. It turns out to be minus x squared by 2 minus x cubed by 3. And you can see that if you replace x by minus x, and if you just put a minus sign in front of it, you will get that, you will get the positive, x plus x squared by 2 plus x squared by x cubed by 3, and the sequence. So now if you put x is equal to 1 by 5 over there, you will get the corresponding t as minus of log 1 minus 1 by 5, which is minus of 4 by 5, which is equal to log 4 by 5, ln 4 by 5, I should say. So you can see that s is equal to 2 t, and we get that in this option A. So this is problem number 24. And yes, so when you have a series problem, you try to understand that how you can represent it in known terms, known series. Okay, that's usually the way of problem solving.
Number three, we give our absolute best to help you design your career by organizing workshops and certified data science courses. If you're enjoying the video, show some love by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We welcome you again to this passionate community of budding statisticians and data scientists. Let's enjoy the rest of the video. Stay tuned and stay blessed.
So let's move to the next problem. So let's start the problem 26. And yes, so it's a very interesting problem. It really dwells into the basics of sequence rather, and the core proving, okay, the core aspects of sequence. If you observe over here that a1 is 5, and it's recursively defined as an plus 1 is equal to 3 to the power 1 by 4 into an whole to the power 3 by 4. Okay, and it's asked whether it's a monotone and the limit, about the monotone nature and the limit nature. So understand, when you're solving this problem, make sure that you discover, like, you go like in the exam hall, but when you're solving it in the exam hall, remember that you focus on those parts that are only mentioned in the options. Don't go ahead and do really new stuff out there, but that's not recommended for when you're solving at home at your own pace. So let's see this, let's observe this. So it's asked about monotone and limit. And so whenever you're faced with this kind of problem, you must always look into the nature of behavior of A2 and A3 and things ahead. Okay, you should check whether it's monotone really or not. So that's what I did in the first step. And if you observe over here, so I've written on the solution here. I'm just explaining the steps, so that it's helpful for you. If you just want the solution, you can just pause the video, see the solution, move ahead. Okay, for your saving of time if you want that, or you can just fast up the process. So if you observe that a1 is equal to 5 and an plus 1 is defined like this, and let's take a2 and let's see the observe how a2 is behaving. Observe that a2 is 3 by 1 to the power 1 by 4, a1 whole to the power 3 by 4, which is less than 5 to the power 1 by 4, because 3 is less than 5, and a1 whole to the power 1 by 4. Now a1 is equal to 5, so it's a1 whole to the power 1 by 4 into a1 whole to the power 3 by 4, and you get a1. So a2 is less than a1, which is less than 5. I mean, which is equal to 5, so a2 is less than, so it should be equal to, so a2 is less than 5. And here also you can see that a1 is greater than 3, so you get that a2 is equal to 3 to the power 1 by 4 times a1. Using this idea in the form of a2, you can get that a1 is actually greater than a2 greater than a3. Okay, so you get that maybe a2 is between 3 and 4. Okay, a2 is between 3 and 4, so it gives an intuition to you that maybe an in general, an is actually between 5 and 3 and 5. Okay, so if you observe that, then so when you have this notion of proving that maybe it's equal to, it's between something, so what you do is usually when it's a sequence, you prove it by the methods of method of induction, strong form of induction or weak form of induction. I hope you have learned that in your high school. So this is how you prove it. This proving nature is also very important when you're solving problems for your own understanding and also for ISIM stat if you are looking for an exam perspective. So first is the induction steps. So you have to prove 3 less than an less than 5, and you have 3 less than an minus 1. This is the the induction step, the initial step. And from this, you have to prove that an is less than 5 and less than 3 and greater than 3. So you use the same type of idea I have used in while proving the result for E2. And an is greater than, you just use the fact that an minus 1 is greater than 3 to get that an is greater than 3, and to use the fact an minus 1 is less than 5 to get the idea that an is less than 5. So in the same way, okay, I'm not repeating, you can just check it. And once we have this that an is less than 3 and greater than 3 and less than 5, we can use that idea to prove that it's decreasing. So let's say an is greater than 3, so you get an plus 1 is equal to 1 by 4 into an into 3 by 4. So an is greater than 3, so it turns out it's less than, you can write 3 is less than an, so you get an to the power 1 by 4 times an to the power 3 by 4. If you multiply it, you get an plus 1 is less than an. So you get that it's decreasing in nature, and yeah, it's decreasing in nature and it's bounded. So when a sequence is decreasing in nature and it's bounded, the result that should come to you about its limit is called monotone convergence theorem. And if you use monotone convergence theorem, it tells you that yes, the limit exists over here, guys. Okay, the limit surely exists over here, and if the limit exists, you can assume the limit is L. Okay, and you can use it in the actual recurrence relation, that L an plus 1 is equal to 3 to the power 1 by 4 an minus 1 an times whole to the power 3 by 4. So you can replace it by L because it's going to the limit. You take limit n tends to infinity on both sides, and from that you get L is equal to 3. So this is the whole solution that you have over here, guys. And also an is monotonically decreasing and the limit is 3. So that's the solution. I hope you've understood the step-by-step method and the all the aspects of the theory and the pieces of puzzles attached in here. I hope you enjoyed this problem like I did.
To book a trial class for your preparation courses of IIT MS, ISIM Stat, and CMI MS Data Science, check out the first link in the description below.